right now it's kind of, you know, just other than her, more or less.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the resumes yet for the ones.
Yeah, they're pretty, they were
All the way into town when I realized.
yeah, so these are the main, the ones I contacted, the ones that kind of close to relevant experience or something similar, or management. I had a few other ones that I was interested in, but they're like, you know, private industry, like one was like an assistant general manager of the country in Sweden, you know, things like that. It was kind of interesting to see, but I'm kind of waiting or see what happens next week.
There's like different things, but like,
I'm hoping we'll find one out of the store.
so it's fun trying to get down here to get the parking.
Actually got, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Then I
I
found,
was gonna be able to get because I come up on the top says that the road's closed, so I came around the bottom
yeah,
to get up to work into the parking lot, and there's a guy there. I'm thinking, I'm gonna get by there to get the hill or not.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's why we got here so early. I had a spot, right? Like, I think someone just left. So I pulled right in, and we were, I got up here 20, 30 minutes early.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
My
the thing.
retirement board today.
No Sarah though.
Hi, Kelly, how are you doing today?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And how about
How do you
you?
get?
Thank you.
You might email yesterday.
So I just wanna put it in
Trouble getting
this.
it.
This stuff is right.
We got a reply on RFF from the States.
And I said,
Oh,
I forget what it is. Yeah, they want something like written up more with Accentuate's number 7 of those 10 elements.
I know, right? It's like,
You're right, you can't get through there because
the
it's
selling, it was
They want something more robust.
Okay.
I think is what they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
but there's no parking, even if you wanted
Alright,
to.
I'll do my best BS.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Lisa recommended your BS. So.
I don't know, it's, you know, between,
I'll try.
Yeah. The example you
it's worse coming through
through the lab. I mean, you could say like the.
Well, I didn't even, and even when I thought I sent it out, thinking,
and
I'm
then
not
44 is
I'm
one
not gonna
there.
point out that it's because it's talk about options, I just said,
Now
no,
we're
this kind of
just-
stuff. I always find out they were already reduced it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The
I came in this morning
And that's the
I saw
original one. That's
hill
what I
was
sent you. Like,
closed
I was
off.
thinking about like sending
And
that
these
to my
guys are
plane.
digging up the road out here, and I'm thinking,
we can
how
be
could
flexible. I'm like, you know, I'll just submit it all.
What is going on?
But we'll go from there.
So I,
I'm surprised that traffic is getting through here at all.
So you know what? I anticipated getting stuck on the other side
Yeah.
of the hill.
I did get the form back from the furniture company in Chairs. They do need a purchase order. Do you want me to just send it? I put one together. Do you want me to just send it over to you or Chris?
Send it to Chris.
Send it to Chris, okay. 'Cause it's still under, I mean, so it isn't required as part of our procurement, but they want it because it's a
Yeah.
government contract. Okay, I'll send it over to Chris.
I'll send it to Chris.
Yeah.
Good morning. So Gary, when are you leaving us?
The end of the year.
Oh, there you go. It's a good time. A lot of good people are leaving the end of the year.
Hello, everyone.
Morning, Connor.
Part of the later wave, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hi.
Yeah.
How are you?
The first wave is Dodson and Hal Hydro down in the controllers.
Yeah, his thing keeps changing though, doesn't he? Dawson's. I've heard different things from him.
No, this week I think he
Now
told
he's
me
firm now. He
October
put it
1st
in
or
writing, I
October
guess.
2nd.
Warning.
I just told Rodney if you want to do anything between now and the end of the year, go ahead and do it, and then you just blame me after January 1st. Because I don't care if I take the hit.
It didn't give me a choice, it just
I'll
said,
take
put
one
your
for the
license
team.
plate. And then I had called and it said approved, and then it said trustee.
I'm only saying that because the screen still says meeting shortly, so I know it's not going out of
There's
the
gotta be, there's like a meter.
No, we don't know that for sure.
Again, I'm on my way out.
Is this meeting gonna be short?
It's all.
I don't know, is it?
Cause I just drank 2 cups of coffee.
We're gonna leave that up to you.
It said car or trailer.
Well, the nice thing is,
It'll be a lot faster than any other meeting.
So
and
I
we don't have Sarah,
because
we don't have Sarah coming in any
Special guests on that.
They
That's
within the
questions
trust-
when they get to us or with our.
Oh, they usually just.
I didn't know if they wanted.
did a lot.
I had no idea what it
Yeah,
was.
you want
So like, kind of brought everything
Just
to
have
this,
Hank
you know,
look,
that's-
okay, record here, the actuary,
Or basically just say, you know, we have,
you can see the tears
you know,
welling up in her eyes.
just call me, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna defer, cause, Sam takes. Sam would be the one that's coordinating the service, she's the one that responds, stuff like that, so, you know, and then you can just go down and, like I said.
Yeah, I was just gonna go through what I sent you yesterday.
Really, I wanted to stop in and see it.
You know, the company's cooperative, we'll see if we can get any problems, and it's just a matter of time, and, you know, right now, the rough cut is like, you know, 388, wasn't sure where they were at.
Did you get lost?
That's basically,
Well,
yeah,
I figured if you send it an email,
just so they just wanna show that they're,
remind them that
it's
we're
something
looking for
that
the
is
stuff.
interest in the community, and that will help of it, yeah.
And the proposal.
That's good.
And that, you know, it's time sensitive because the commissioners will have it done before the end of the year.
See if there's any, some others, but I don't think there was.
I have to
Getting
go
like
through-
that one person I'm dealing with from, I think it's from Kaiser, like, he dropped off the face of the
Quite a difference in the last rapid response, we had to wait 3 days notice.
Is that new Lord Fred or is that the KMU layout?
He's coming in, he's watching tonight.
Okay.
So how long did it take you to get here?
It wasn't bad. Believe it or not, I was a little scared when I saw
Mark, how are you?
Yeah, it's good to hear from Maureen.
linemen
Probably
over
by
here.
seeing that. It's
But
probably
I was
released, it
able
sounds
to
like
get right up the hill.
it might be beneficial.
Wait till you
I don't know
leave.
if it's, my theory was like, it's excess. I was thinking like excess COVID funding.
That's what I was thinking to myself. I'm saying, how do I get out of here today? How am I gonna get out of here?
Technology.
I think, look, we'll leave together and he'll come down and stop the traffic for us on 209 so we can pull out.
Take your chance, go up the hill and maybe there's not a ditch.
Oh yeah. And then try to turn around on the hill up there.
No, and that road is bad. Things, when they're working up there, big cars and all that.
Did you hear anything from?
How the hell could all these projects be going
James,
on?
once you get here, you can never get back.
But you have the mansion house thing, then you come down to Susquehanna Street, now you have this out here.
And then you have.
Can't do the hill, yeah.
I came in this morning, I'm like,
But I know they wanted to, that was
I can fit, you know,
meeting.
but like I said, like
Was
everybody's saying,
specific
getting
case
out of
for
here is
workforce
gonna be the
areas,
threat.
and they wanted to-
I think we should
I
start
mean, I basically told
following
them
the early traffic's
our
already
staff
backed up
is
in all
available
different
now.
directions. It wouldn't
Take a look at it,
Right.
refer to it.
I have the link to it, like, it's gonna be part of our website right now, if we would
Okay.
develop, if they would develop a business course, I'm sure we can make a modification to our page on the workforce development area that has that link there.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was, I think it was within that church they wanted to.
Well, I don't see anything because I have to sign it, so I guess I'm being... No, I don't need to look in your file. I have enough on my file.
Set up a meeting with them, Zoom meeting.
She usually uses just do post-it pad. There's nothing for me in here to sign, right? See? She always tells me, yeah.
Still three,
Always tells me.
right when I was getting into my pew.
You're gonna be running out of here.
Going anywhere, because apparently, I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get out of here.
You know, the jobs,
I got there right around 10:30
now,
and it was
before all the good
I
jobs
got
are finished up.
That was Tuesday when I was gonna work tonight, try to get my phone fixed.
Yeah, I was, you know, I was thinking about that, I was thinking,
Fire apparatus orders such as the height.
And I saw you and.
I got it, and then found out that people at the store knew nothing about me being supposed to be there at 11 o'clock.
Jim Thorpe.
And that they can't do that at that store anyway, because it's not a corporate store, even though advanced tech support for Verizon assured me I had an appointment, and that they had emailed everything to the store that they would need activation. So it was a waste of time, yeah, and I had a heck of a time, because, you know, they had 44 in this one lane. So, you couldn't get out, like if you went around by the courthouse,
yeah,
because they kept having the traffic backed up. So when the light turned green, you couldn't cross over and get out the side of the street. Because the guys would be stopping in the middle of the intersection.
Working on my budget, so I guess that is.
What a mess it is. That night I went home and I just said,
Just close my office.
I gotta go.
Try to think it through because
It was just regular. And I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
But it's
Did they push it again? I thought it was the end of the service.
service.
Wow.
And that was after, it had to be 10 hours I spent before that. Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
Did you have space for
We just waited.
no, I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, there is four, okay. I thought there was only 2 offices on the site.
So nevertheless, needless to say.
Okay, okay. So it was like 2 offices and then the front
Nice
desk.
thing about Thursday is I set my
Make
phone to
setting for
silent,
Checking a phone.
and I forget to turn it back off, so I
So do
I
I.
get
The
peace and
rep
quiet
got
for
a
a couple hours
9,
till my mind.
Verizon got a
Just
1.
like, no one's talking.
There, before.
So I said to Ben, I said, you don't go inside.
Yeah, we'll do guests before we call in.
Yeah, you're on the phones.
Whoever's replacing.
They're on the phones right there.
Got a minute?
He told him he had a minute, so he figured he could chew that up.
Okay. Now call the meeting of the Suffolk County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and the pledge of allegiance. O Lord, giver of life and source of our freedom, we thank you for the many blessings you have given our community. We invite your presence in our meeting. We know that it is from your goodness that we have received all we have. Gracious and loving God, we understand yet you call us to be the stewards and caretakers of our community. Help us to serve in that role. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held September 9th, 2021.
Motion approved.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business this time? Hearing none, we'll move on. Introduce our other guests this morning. We have Gary Wentz and Sam Helen with the Workforce in the Workforce Opportunities Act and the Career Link here in Carbon County to discuss the issue with the closing of KME. So, gentlemen.
We'll let Sam, he's gonna take the lead on this because he's coordinating the services right now.
Yeah, Sam, would you like to move up, sit down here?
All right. So we're still pretty early in the process with working with Rapid Response and the Department of Labor and Industry, as well as KME. But we do know that they are they're very responsive and they're very open to any services or suggestions, and they're working very well with us. Right now, we're looking at about 388 employees that will be affected by the layoffs. They're looking at in the springtime. So again, we're pretty early within the process, and with that, we are. They usually set up meetings such as meeting with employees offering services, and any workshops, meeting with any job fairs, different services like that. About 7 to 10 days prior to when the layoffs start. So we are looking at probably a February-March time frame of when that would be. We have got some great response from the not only the rapid response with the state, but also with the HR department at KME, and we have heard from several employers within the area that are interested in the employees that are affected by the layoffs, and so we are taking those down and kind of keeping note of those in case we do set up any events going forward. And we have heard from, we've also spoken with ErSpCB6GQaM, and they do have some additional funding for possible workshops down the line that may include resume assistance or even basic computer skills as well. So that's really the basics of the process right now. Rapid Response is meeting with KME next week, or they're trying to meet next week to get more information as far as breakdowns of affected employees, as well as any other follow-up activities that they might be interested in or that might benefit them prior to the layoffs in the spring. So that's where we're at right now within this process.
Do you think there's gonna be another meeting scheduled like we have in the past when we had major layoffs to discuss with the employees of KME and what the process is and how to go about filing claims, et cetera?
Yeah, those will most likely be done usually right before the layoffs, like around a week to 2 weeks beforehand. We'll probably have, with the amount of people, there'll probably be multiple meetings. One is to introduce them and helping them with filing possible claims, introduce them to services with the career link, let them know what their options are, different things like that. And then there might be other possible job fairs. We probably won't include that all in the same meeting, but we're not sure right now, and we still have to see where they're looking. But that'll probably be around February, March.
Sam, you mentioned 388 employees. Do we got a sense of the number or percentage that are actually Carbon County residents?
Not yet. That'll be the initial fact-finding meeting next week. We'll probably have that.
I know last night in a conversation at the firehouse, and after a call, since a few of our fire departments in the area have apparatus on order, or they're in the construction phase now. And part of the conversation was among the employees from Kovac or KME, is them applying in other positions, better paying positions maybe, to get the jobs maybe before they are laid off. And I think the consensus is that if they wait to apply, someone else might get that higher paying job, a better job. So it's a concern among them, and we're all concerned about their families or their well-being, of course, but then we have the what's going to happen to the expected delivery dates at this point in time, and how is KME or Rev going to handle that situation? If they start losing these employees, where's that kind of apparatus going to sit?
Yeah, and part of the rapid response process is working with the business to, help them maintain productivity and making sure that they are able to make orders. There are different elements of rapid response. Part of it, the one that we mainly deal with, is going to be helping the employees that are affected, but they do help businesses that may be closing. If they can possibly do layoff aversion. I wouldn't say in this situation it doesn't sound like that might be the case, but you never know. But they do offer that type of assistance to KME as well. You're absolutely right as well. There are a lot of employers that are hiring, and it's definitely a possibility that employees may be looking for jobs elsewhere to try and get ahead of it, which is understandable on their part. We are with that. We are encouraging all employers to make sure to register with the Career Link, and I would encourage anyone that is affected by this to contact us and see what benefits are, or services are available to them with different funding sources. I know that with the WEO Act, they can be eligible, because this has been announced, they can be eligible for dislocated supportive services as well. So there's a lot that can be available, and yeah, you're absolutely right. It is that's something I'm sure that's on their mind, and hopefully the rapid response can work with them through that process and see what they can do to help.
Sam, I know you are not the unemployment office, and often you are mistaken, and that's basically legacy here in the state. But are you getting any sense from your conversations that the current unemployment system is going to be able to manage, again, another, albeit a small influx of, potentially 388 individuals, and what challenges they may face?
Yeah. Part of the part of this process is going to be to make sure we meet with the employees, to make sure that their ducks are kind of in a row with their work search requirements, with their Career Link requirements, things like that. And that's really what my office in the Career Link does handle, things like that. I mean, think that with unemployment and how it's going, they should be fine handling it. A lot of it is digitally based, so that's going to be what's interesting in this area. A lot of it is, applying online. Unfortunately, our office can't really sit with you and help you apply and tell you what to put, because that's really not what we do or can do. But we can offer, any services or any information to help through that process too. But that'll be probably, especially with this layoff, the biggest hurdle going forward with unemployment is that is the new system is mainly online. Our direct line unemployment still is not on. That phone isn't on yet. I don't even know if we, can be difficult to file claims through the system. There's the ID Me, which can be difficult for people that aren't technologically savvy. But it's so we're trying to try our best to provide those services, and I think those will be the main barriers. As far as the system, I'm not sure. I can't really comment on that with how unemployment can handle that. But they've been kind of doing, with the big influx this summer, it's been going, I guess is the best way to put it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Gary.
On top of that, the dynamics of this are going to be a little bit different and see how they play out, because we rarely get this kind of advance notice this far. I mean, New England Motor Freight was the last big one in the area. We get basically 3 days notice on that, and this is 7 months or so. The age cohorts that we're working with in the plant, those that are closer to a retirement consideration and things like that, that's one of the things we're going to be taking a look at when we get the more detailed information about the affected employees. And there is, I know people that work at the plant and everything else, and just like Commissioner Nostine mentioned, some of the younger employees may not be waiting out that option till the end. Maybe looking into employment opportunities beforehand. There are other services, like I said, the curling services will be available for them just like any other employee, even prior to the layoff and everything else. So there's some might be reaching out to Sam and his team up there, but and like I said, it might impact on their. It may end up having to advance their layoff schedule based on how many employees do start leaving early. So we'll be on top of that, and we have access to the UC system and everything else as far as layoffs, weekly layoffs information and stuff like that. But the dynamics of this are going to be a little bit interesting.
The other interesting thought I just had was that one of our members was employed by New England Motor Freight. So he went through it before, and now he's getting hammered again. So I wonder how many of the employees that may be at the River Group there at KME have been affected before by the layoff. Or closing.
Yeah.
There are other little things that we often don't think about when it comes to like a closing such as this. I've been going to prison board meetings since September of 2016. And the one thing that I always noticed on the majority of work release reports were KME. That's one less opportunity that our work release director and our warden has for, again, helping those individuals kind of transition or maintain, their livelihoods also.
I think we had at one time, I think we were up to like 11
Wow.
people, and they had 2 vans coming from KME to pick the inmates up, take them to work, and they did hire some of those inmates at that time, when they were released. So it was a very beneficial program for the county as well as KME. Anything else, Gary?
No, we're just happy. The company's very cooperative. We don't anticipate any problems in making arrangements. It's always a little dicey whether we do it on-site or off-site, but I'm sure we'll have, we'll make arrangements to accommodate their schedules and everything else, because obviously we don't want to interfere with their current operations in any way. And when you're talking about numbers this high, and close to 400, obviously it'll be multiple sessions, whether it's on-site or off-site. That'll be the things we'll be discussing going forward.
Yeah, I think Gary just mentioned to me, with the New England Motor Freight layoffs, they had 3-day notice, so they were much further ahead of the ball with this, and we hope our whole staff is looking to work and help everyone out.
Anything else, Sam?
No, that's all.
At this time, I will give the news media the opportunity to ask questions. Kelly, if you have anything.
I do have a question, Gary.
Sure.
You had said that some employees, younger ones might be looking for employment opportunities now rather than waiting. And you said it may affect the layoff schedule. How do you mean?
Well, they're trying to maintain production, through till the planned layoffs, which at this time are between February and April, that they anticipate them starting. But if they start losing employees who take other job opportunities prior to the layoffs starting, it might impact their production schedule, certain departments, depending on where they lose people, especially some of the skilled trades, which they've struggled, like any other employer, even with their hiring needs. In the recent years, they've struggled to find adequate numbers of welders and things like that. So if they start losing some of those skilled employees, it might impact on the production schedule that they currently have.
Does that mean that they would be shifting production sooner, or
It's possible.
or bringing people in to finish production?
Yeah, it might end up accelerating things, but it's all speculation at this point, because it's up to the, how many employees start looking into the options. I mean, the company's already made an offer as far as like a separation package available to employees based on, I think there's a set amount plus some extra money depending on years of service. So again, someone that's only been there a couple of years, it's not as big of a financial reason for them to stick around if they find a better job opportunity in the interim. But we don't know how many of the employees are gonna start looking, and whether they're gonna start taking opportunities with other jobs prior to that, or they're gonna stick it out to the end for the to receive that separation package. It's just too early to say at this point.
That's all I had.
Alyssa, anything?
I just had a quick question. I don't know if we know this. It might be something you guys find out with the meeting next week. But do we have any sort of idea of like the age range of employees? And I know you guys touched a little bit about, because I feel like this might be particularly scary for those older employees who might have never gone through having to put a resume together. They might not be at retirement age yet. But what's the advice to them?
Yeah, we like you said, we don't have that information until probably next week about the demographics yet. But yeah, not something we have been having initial talks about is how we can best help those that may be affected, that possibly haven't applied for a job in 20 years or whatever the case may be. I did mention that we did hear from ErSpCB already. They may have additional funding for certain workshops, and if they are looking for help, they can, that's what the Career Link is for. We're in Nesquehoning. You can come in. We do have career advisors and other services as well that can help, with any job seeking, job searching type of programs, workshops, things like that, to, kind of get them up to speed on, what it's like to apply for jobs, build a resume, what employers are looking for, what types of jobs are even out there, and how to job search online. So we do have a lot of programs at the Career Link that can help with that, and hopefully next week we can get a better idea of what those demographics might be going forward.
Right. And obviously there's never a good time to be laid off, but I think you kind of touched on it where there are definitely a lot of opportunities out there right now. And you said that there are a lot of other employers reaching out. Yeah, we have had initially a few employers, reach out in the last 4 or 5 days, which is not surprising, and we are taking note of who those employers are. But right now, within the Career Link system, there's, one of our staff members of the Career Link has been there 20 plus years, and she says this is the most job openings she's seen. So there are a lot of jobs available, and especially in the Hazleton, Lehigh Valley area, that are going to be similar to the work that they do up at KME. So it's we're hearing from employers almost constantly at this point. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. I can tell you, I was put in the same situation in 1995 when I worked in Bethlehem. My plant was closing down in a few months as soon as they completed another facility, and I had to make the decision: stick around and wait until I get the severance pay, or an opportunity came with the EMA office at that time, and I applied for it and got it. But I think those employees are in the same situation. If the opportunity is there, they're not going to sit and wait for another position maybe, especially if it's local, versus traveling all the way to the valley, you know, or Hazelton, so. It's a tough decision when you're faced with it, especially, like you say, the older, employees. I was much younger back then, but it wasn't as hard a decision. So, okay, all right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Gary, for coming in.
Okay, the next item is the report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on Tuesday, September 14th, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. for personnel reasons.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There are no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 73898 through 73937 and direct deposit check numbers 6034118 through 6034569 for the payroll paid through the payroll fund checking account for all county funds totaling $642,280.36. This is the payroll dated September 10th, 2021.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Approval of check numbers 223356 through 223503 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $843,066.07.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
We have treasurer's reports dated August 30th, 2021 through August 31st, 2021, and September 6th, 2021 to September 10th, 2021.
Move to accept.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The personnel report?
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Advertising. Authorize the advertisement of a Zoom public hearing notice regarding proposed modification to Lehighton Borough fiscal year 2018, 19, and 20 for CDBG grant funds as listed.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
CDBG, authorize the advertisement of a second Zoom public hearing notice regarding the fiscal year 2021 CDBG funds and application for entitlement and non-entitlement communities.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Elections, authorize the advertisement of all legal notices relative to the 2021 municipal election.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Bid awards. Elevator modernization project. Recommendation from Boyle Construction Management to award the contract for general construction to the low bidder, Bognet Incorporated of Hazel Township, Pennsylvania, choosing one of the following options. Option A, which is day hours at $68,777, or option B, evening hours at $76,888.
Move to accept and approve option A.
I will second that motion with discussion. I just want to bring everybody up to, and I'm including option, or this 440 and 441. We were looking at the daytime and the nighttime to do this to save money. And I think a lot of it was to not disrupt the courts. But I think when I look at it myself, we're looking into renovation projects within the courthouse itself that is going to be, right now, this is from daytime to evening is about a 29% increase. And if we look at the feasibility study that was done on the courthouse, it's like $6.8 million. We turn a project like that into $9.5 million. And I think with, the elevator project is taking 6 weeks, and we don't want to disrupt the court, but there's projects within that 6 weeks that they're working in the basement, and we're gonna wind up, unlike any other project, they're gonna say, okay, we need overtime at night to finish this, to convert things over. And my opinion of it for all these three motions, I think we'd be better off doing the daytime. And if there's options that they come to us, and I can guarantee you, the courts are gonna be disrupted somewhere. That we know that. And I think if we come to it that if we have to make motions or either agree to it that they want to work at night, to get the project done in less than 6 weeks, I think it's better off doing that instead of spending that 29% more. And like I said, once we go into the project, we don't know what we're doing there exactly until we go over everything, but I just can't see spending all that money and I don't think I ever got it, how many days it's gonna be disrupted. It's a 6-week project. Is it 5 days that it's gonna be disrupted? So then, like I said, we have the option to work at night or on Saturdays when that problem arises. And that's all I have to say.
Just along those lines, I did talk to the president judge briefly yesterday. I informed him of this being on the agenda and that it was a very good possibility that this would occur because of the cost savings, well over 100,000 plus the additional security for that time period of probably you're looking at 2 sheriff's deputies. It's going to take a lot of service coordination with the courts to perhaps have them come in at 7 o'clock and do maybe the noise making issues before 9 o'clock when court starts, or if their courtroom 1 in particular is the one that's going to be affected the most because it's actually inside the courtroom. So we're going to try to do it this way, and it might have to make some concessions or adjustments in scheduling, but I think for the most part it's well worth the risk of or the inconvenience of saving that amount of money for the cost of this project.
Yeah, and I just want to maybe tag on that a little bit, but during the day it's $280,277. At night it's $392,188. The difference is $111,911, and included in that is 2 deputies. And what I figured out was 9 hours a day, because if the construction company's working there for 8, they have to be a half an hour earlier or a half an hour later, and that's $18,900 just for the sheriff's department to be there. So that's all things that keep adding up that, it's, we would love to do it at night. If it was, I think we were looking at it before that the company thought that maybe at night they could get work done quicker or less disruption, but it winds up $111 and an awful lot of money to spend extra. And we did get a grant. I don't know what it was, Ellie, is it $160,000? But so we still have to pay that amount out. And it's just, with all the other projects, we can't keep wasting $111,000 through all the projects.
Okay, and for the board, Mr. Arner.
Yes on option A.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Recommendation from Boyle Construction Management to award the contract for electrical construction to the low bidder, Billatier Electric of Rochester, New York, choosing one of the following options. Option A, day hours, $47,500, or option B, evening hours, $49,400.
Motion for option A.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Recommendation from Boyle Construction Management to award the contract for elevator construction to the low bidder, Current Elevator Technology Incorporated of Milford, Pennsylvania, choosing one of the following options. Option A, $164,000. Option B, $247,000.
Move to accept and approve option A.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
District Court, proposal submitted by Clear Security Systems of West Caldwell, New Jersey, to purchase and install bullet-resistant fiberglass panels in District Court Office located in Lansford, Pennsylvania, at a total cost of $15,440, which will be funded by an AOPC security grant.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
District Court, proposal submitted from Clear Security Systems of West Caldwell, New Jersey to install bullet-resistant fiberglass panels in the District Court office in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, at a total cost of $1,400, which will also be funded by the AOPC security grant.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Liquid Fuels, Bridge Number 12, reimbursement agreement supplement with the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for Bridge Number 12, North Old Stage Road, Township Route 516 over Mud Run, Kidder and Penn Forest Township. This supplement adds costs for right-of-way acquisitions and utility relocation, and also includes language to allow for PennDOT to manage the construction of the project. Cost-sharing monies, 80% federal, $637,072, 15% state, $119,451, and 5% local, which is the county, $39,817.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development for approval and execution. Documents to be filed with the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development for the fiscal year 2021 Community Development Block Grant application. There are 6 applications, a disclosure report, residential anti-displacement plan, and a grantee's statement of goals.
Motion approved and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Purchase of service for approval and execution, an agreement with Fraser Advanced Information Systems of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, to purchase a Digital Solution Advanced Series Document Systems photocopier in the amount of $5,660 for 3,000 black and white copies, $16.50 per month, overage at .0055 per black and white copy. Located in Adult Probation Office, service agreement includes unlimited service calls, parts, labor, toner, delivery, setup, instructions, training, remote network installation, and on-site print scan training.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
I'm just reading back through that, excuse me. Is this simply a photocopier? A copy machine?
Oh, and scanner.
And the reason I'm asking is, it seems like Edwards has been the standard for most of them, and my question is, have we looked at Edwards as a comparable option that might save dollars? And this has come up as we were, working on the move and the transition of the offices. Found out that this seems to be one of the only ones that's not an Edwards machine. So I would ask consideration. Maybe we table for 1 week since Rick isn't here, and just see if he did, if we did due diligence just to, for comparative purposes.
And I would agree to table maybe, but I think we were looking at different systems, I'm thinking, or different machines, and once they all come out, it's almost like the same basic thing. You have, it costs you the same amount of money, and a week after you have them in, there's something that you have to pay for. It's like, it's always under warranty for 2 years, but, so, that's a good idea. I think that's a good suggestion, so I would, to table it for, yes.
I'll second that.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The Solicitor's Report?
Thank you. Parks and Recreation for approval and execution, a banner request submitted for the Jim Thorpe Lions Club for the 26th Annual Jim Thorpe Halloween Parade, October 23rd, 2021. Rain date, October 24, 2021. Banner October 15, 2021 through October 27, 2021.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
76 renovation project for ratification, an agreement with Johnson Controls Fire Protection of Allentown for 2 exterior doors, parts, labor, programming, and a 1-year warranty at a cost of $3,977.04.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Pocono County's WIA for approval and execution, modification request to the program year 2021 Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Financial Agreement commencing July 1, 2021, terminating June 30, 2022, for employment and training-related administrative services between Carbon County as the administrative entity and Monroe County. The modification includes an additional $1,559,706 in carryover funding. The maximum payment shall not exceed $3,584,318. The original payment was $2,024,612.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For approval and execution, a modification request to the program year 2021 Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Financial Agreement commencing July 1, 2021, terminating June 30, 2022, for employment, training, related administrative services between Carbon County as the administrative entity and Pike County. This modification includes an additional $509,292 in carryover funding. The maximum payment shall not exceed $1,274,671. The original payment was $765,379.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For approval and execution, a modification request to the program for year 2021 Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Financial Agreement commencing July 1, 2021, terminating June 30, 2022, for employment training and related administrative services between Carbon County as the administrative entity and Workforce Wayne, which is Wayne County. This modification includes an additional $477,460 in carryover funding. The maximum payment shall not exceed $992,958. The original payment was $515,498.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Any further business? Hearing none, Commissioners' reports. Mr. Honor?
The only thing I want to maybe touch a little bit base on is that bulletproof resistant material. I want to sort of like commend Greg Armstrong for the courts about this. This is something I think probably goes all the way back to Weatherly, correct, Greg, that we installed the bulletproof panels around the bulletproof glass. If you look at any place where they have bulletproof glass, you have sometimes the option of shooting on the side of the bulletproof glass and hitting somebody. Yes, or down from the top. And I think Greg was well diligent on doing this in the Weatherly and for our other magistrates. So I want to thank Greg for putting this together and saving the county some money to make it safer for our magistrates' offices. And that's it.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yeah, first and foremost, on behalf of the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau, I want to emphasize that they will be again having the Pick Up the Poconos, which will be 25 September from 9:30 to 12:30, and sign up is through Monday. So anyone interested in Pick Up the Poconos assistance, please check out the PMVB website. At 11:30 this morning, the Appalachian Regional Commission will be announcing its ARC Power Grants. That's Partnerships for Opportunity and Workforce and Economic Revitalization. We have put in an application for a $50,000 matching grant. If successful, we would match $40,000 from the county and $10,000 from Carbon County Economic Development
Corporation. The purpose of the grant request was a Carbon County broadband coverage feasibility study. So we're looking with great anticipation to a potential announcement of an award at 11:30 this morning. I want to thank Sam and Gary for being here this morning, coming down to kind of give us an update. But I would like to mention, the fact is that there's multiple efforts taking place right now, and I often talk about kind of the tip of the spear. So that's one individual or one organization leading an effort. But in this case, in response to the announced closures, unquestionably, you have Career Link Workforce, supported by ErSpCB, Department of Labor, Rapid Response, kind of being in the front, addressing the most important issue, that's the human element. But also, we have Alice Wanamaker and Kathy Henderson and the staff down there at the Carbon Chamber and Economic Development Corporation already reaching out and looking for opportunities for utilization of that property. So I want to thank them. And also there is an effort ongoing at least the state and municipal level of trying to figure out, how can we better shape the business environment to ensure that that property and the facilities are best situated and the environment is established for continued investment on those properties. So I want to acknowledge all those, this holistic approach to addressing this issue. And no doubt, Sam had mentioned, and Gary, there are valuable lessons learned from the New England motor freight that the previous board, kind of helped work through. So look forward to, again, softening whatever negative impact it may have, and then, of course, moving forward from that. That's all I have.
Just to tack on to Commissioner Lucas just said, as far as the workforce, I should have asked them to stay a little bit, maybe longer. You saw we approved the agreements with Monroe, Pike, and Wayne counties as part of that 4-county workforce investment board. And on that board, they have, like Chris had mentioned, ErSpCB, Northampton Community College, other colleges are on that board, as well as businesses, chambers, economic development, and they all work together to provide the training and resources for these employers in the area. And I should have asked, we don't have the amount of money here that Carbon gets out of that. We have the agreement since we are the financial entity. I would suggest you contact Gary and ask him what we will be getting in our budget. I have those numbers here for their training and their program there. So the other thing I wanted to mention along the lines of KME, we're losing another, it's going to be an expense to Lehighton Borough, any other municipality in the area that has KME apparatus. We're fortunate we have one of our members that's an employee there. If we have an issue, minor maintenance or service that needs to be done, he comes in the morning, gets in the fire truck, takes it to work, brings it home at night. And that's a big thing for an expense. Where are we going to go now for the service? How far are we going to have to go, depending on the type of service, pump repair, etc. Are we going to have to call in outside resources, contracts to service this equipment now? So that's going to be an expense to the municipalities in losing KME as well. And the other big expense is that KME and Rev Group have always supported the local volunteers through the allowing their workers to leave the facility if there was a major incident. And that cost-wise is huge, especially today when we're losing more and more of our volunteers. There's less people around during the day in particular. It's not like we had all the shift workers when we had the steel company and New Jersey Zinc, etc. So it's going to be a huge loss, and probably the biggest one right there is Nesquehoning in particular. So that's a big loss and another expense to the municipalities as well. So things we don't normally think about. I will recognize Autumn Abelowski, council person from Lehighton Borough, with us today. If you have any comments on the CDBG changes? Thank you. Okay. Okay, well said. All right. Okay, well, welcome to the meeting, and you're welcome anytime.
We're looking to
okay. Okay, all right.
The water fountain.
Start at the Grove, start at the Grove, right, yeah.
So we can put up some new, playground equipment for the
Yeah.
kids without it getting.
Good to
set on
hear.
fire.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have. Meeting adjourned. Okay. I don't think you have to worry about leaving today. It should be a short agenda for retirement board. So with that, we'll call the monthly meeting of the retirement board to order. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, we'll start with the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held August 19th, 2021.
Motion approved.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Svercek, yes. Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Thank you. Any guests concerning retirement board business? Report of executive sessions, there weren't any held. Next, we'll look to seek a motion to ratify warrant. The warrant checks number 40714 to 40716 and direct deposit number 7013511 to 7013905 for the month of August.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Svercek, yes. Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Hey, just so everybody knows, I voted twice for
Right,
both of
last
these.
one, right.
Mr. Notes time.
So now what is this? Is this gonna wind up being
Just see
even
if
one day?
everyone's paying attention. Thank
I
you.
was.
Thank you. Apologies for that.
I thought they'd give me 2 votes.
Yes, yes for the last motion, yes for this motion, for
Okay,
the record.
thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, second.
Okay. Next is the retirement activity report. We had 1 retirement refund and 2 superannuation retirements. And those 2 ladies were former employees of Weatherwood, so I want to thank them for their past service to the county and wish them a long, happy, and healthy retirement. And the fund balance as of August 31st, 2021 was $95,463,886. Again, compares very favorably to the July 31st balance, which was $94,377,715. I usually typically always get the prior weekend balance, which was Friday, September 10th, and we did have a drop at that point, $94,695,173. Any questions on that? Okay. Next is correspondence. We did not have any correspondence. Solicitors report.
Nothing.
Thank you. Investment manager report. Sarah Wilson will be joining us for the month of October. But one thing I just wanted to let the board know is that under the OCIO, Marquette has the discretionary authority on our behalf. And with the change being completed for our depository from Bank of New York to U.S. Bank, Marquette did some reallocation on our behalf, again maintaining the diversification of the fund. And the 5 new funds you'll see on the 1 report are the Fidelity 500 Index Fund, the AB Global Core Equity Portfolio Fund, the Artisan Global Opportunities Fund, the Fidelity Emerging Markets Index Fund, and the Baird Aggregate Bond Fund. The report doesn't show performance yet. The performance of those 5 new funds will start to show up in the September report. And I know that Sarah's going to address that further at the October meeting. Okay. Any questions on that? Anything under old business? Anything under new business? Okay. Last would be further business. Nothing? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. No further business for the retirement board, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Alyssa.
I think the only thing is I just wanted to go back a little bit to the whole KME situation. And can you guys talk through a little bit of the concerns that you have just about the impact that this could potentially have on the county's economy too?
What's this now again? I missed the first part.
Like the closure of KME, the
okay.
impact that it's gonna have on just the county's economy, the Panther Valley School District, I mean.
Well, I don't know if the property taxes would change that much. It's more the EMS tax, somewhat,
It
but
would more impact school districts
School
through
districts.
earned income tax,
Tax,
more so than the
correct.
county.
yeah.
I mean, as long as someone owns the property, they're paying tax on its assessed value.
Right.
And of course, your normal thing of everybody stopping at the mini mart in the morning to get a cup of coffee and, you know, food on the way home.
McDonald's.
I mean, that's like,
How many employees
that's very
walk
big, I
across the
think.
street from the other Star gas station, I guess it is, there in the corner? You always see the employees going into those facilities and the local restaurants and McDonald's and that, so, Nesquehoning in particular is really the borough itself more so than anybody else, but, the EMS tax that they have there, I guess, and, earned income tax, like you said, the school district, it's gonna, and an already stressed school district, you know, more so than the others, I would say, in the county. So, yeah,
But
it's
even
huge
like when you look at,
financial.
like even on the property taxes, you see a lot of companies that they move out and they could actually rip the buildings down and then you would lose that income, you know? What is their plan, you know? You hear a lot of different things are happening. I mean, even like I'm going back a year, like this is sort of like shocking to me, like, you know, that this came out. Because last year I actually talked to the president and up at CCTI that we were gonna get together and try to, you know, the kids that are there for welding or machine shop, that we were gonna have some kind of a plan, and it's like, that plan will never come true now. You know, and that's, I said, it's very shocking that, I mean, we came in and, well, actually, what was it, like 8 o'clock in the morning, they told us, so that's it. You know, there was no really pre-warning, but I have to say one thing, I think with the jobs that we were putting out for maintenance, we did get a couple people from KME, you know, from up there, so did anybody get wind of it before? I don't know. You know, and I think it goes back to Gary, we can't speculate on anything until, you know, we would actually know anything, but.
Alyssa, I would say if you kind of look at this as more at a macroeconomic of what it means, it doesn't assuage the fears or, you know, the problems associated with individuals and families who are going to be impacted. But the 2 hospitals coming into this area, you know, 12 to 18 months from now, you're actually going to look at the employment numbers, and all things equal, you know, you're not going to see this significant increase of unemployment due to that, simply because of the 2 hospitals. Again, though, you know, and I think unfortunately most of the jobs at Kobach obviously could not transition to hospital-type employment, maybe in the maintenance realm. But again, overall on the macro level, I think it's really almost insignificant, if not, you know, won't even see a blip at all in the long term.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't recall of any offhand. The other impact, you know, are through the Northeast Pennsylvania Alliance, through the grants that they get and everything when they purchase equipment to improve production. I don't recall anything in the last several years, but I know Kobach, I believe, has taken advantage of those. And what happens to that equipment now, I guess? You know, do they just walk away and leave the equipment, or they put it up a big auction and sell it to outsiders? You know,
I mean,
a lot of unanswered questions right now.
And it is less diversity in job opportunities. Therefore, you know, when you have wax and wanes in the economy, if it's the tourism industry is suffering, well, what do you have to rely on? You just lost, you know, 388 opportunities for employment. I would ask the media, Kelly, Alyssa, and Amy, you know, go back and talk to the folks you might have reached out to when New England Motor Freight went out of business, declared their bankruptcy. See how they did. It'd be curious to kind of do that retrospective look to see, you know, are they better off today than they were when it first happened? You know, and then that might allay some of the fears that individuals have who are facing a similar situation. You know, I think it'd be a good story, you know.
Do we remember how many employees offhand were affected by the New England Motor Freight?
There was a lot.
Was it more than this or less than this?
I think it was less than that.
Yeah, I think
more
it might
like
have
200.
less.
Yeah, 2 to.
I'm not sure the number, but it was less than this.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to how many were county residents.
Right, yeah.
Likewise there, I think more of them were county residents there.
Yeah.
Ratio, the percentage of the 200 maybe versus the 388, so.
Yeah.
It was more local, and that's, place is sitting vacant now yet. And it's been, you know, I just kind of thought I'd have to call somebody real, as soon as they get out of this, that a facility that was looking for additional space, and they needed a certain criteria, and which New England Motor Freight didn't have. So I'm going to call Kathy
Oh,
as soon as we
yeah,
get out
give
of
her
here,
another.
and you know, and remind her of that. And then maybe she did already looking for additionals. They had a company looking for a facility with a larger, higher clearance in the building, and certainly the one building would fit that need, maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Alice is doing on social media kind of a crowdsourcing, right? Her call, you know, for ideas and thoughts and that. Again, using the collective to try to come up with some, you know, creative ideas, you know, how it could best be leveraged, or ideas for how it could be utilized. So, you know, they have a good thing going down there at CCEDC.
Kelly, nothing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna call her quick before I forget, you know. And she probably thought of it.
Yeah,